And good evening, and thank you so much for joining us. We're expecting a strong, severe line of storms to hit southeast Texas tomorrow night.
Yes, so welcome to the evening news on ABC 13. We want to get straight over to Chief Meteorologist Travis Herzog with a closer look at what we can expect. And Travis, this is not expected to be a big flood event, so walk us through why this is dangerous, potentially dangerous severe weather.
And that's honestly the biggest question I've been getting. Is it going to flood? And we're so used to that, but no, it is not going to be flooding with this storm. We're looking at a powerful weather system that's working its way in with very strong winds around that low pressure, and that increases the chance that we'll be dealing with severe thunderstorms. The good news is these storms are easily survivable if we'll just make sure that we seek appropriate shelter. So let's head over to the weather wall and talk about what we're expecting. This is a risk map that shows where the greatest risk is of getting severe weather, and it peaks as you get over towards the Arklatex from Texarkana over towards Shreveport, Louisiana. That risk first begins in the Texas Hill Country near the I-35 corridor, where the storms will first develop and then develop into a line and sweep through quickly off to the east. These storms will be backed by very strong winds, so they'll be moving around 50 miles per hour. Any gusts that come out ahead of that could easily put the winds in excess of 75, and that's why there's the concern about damaging wind gusts. Make sure that you have a way to receive weather alerts. If that's your smartphone, make sure you turn those notifications on before you head out and about Friday evening, because most of the day will be business as usual. Now, this white hatched area that's along and north of I-10 all the way past I-20, that's where there is the greatest risk of getting those extreme wind gusts above 75 miles per hour and the possibility of some strong tornadoes. So that again is along and north of I-10. Most of southeast Texas is in the orange shade, which indicates that there's about a 30% chance you'll come across one of the numerous severe thunderstorms that develop along that line. The risk is a little bit lower as you get southwest toward Matagorda Bay. Can't let you off the hook, but it is a lower risk the farther southwest you go from Houston. Here's a look at future track. Friday morning, starting off pretty nice, mild and breezy like it was on Thursday. That wind will be raging in from the south, gusting over 30 miles per hour, mainly showers ahead of the main line. But some of those showers could potentially bust higher up into the atmosphere and tap into some unstable air, begin to rotate and turn severe. If that happens ahead of the main line, we could be dealing with some severe thunderstorm and tornado warnings before the main line even gets here. But for most of us, it should just be rain showers for the afternoon. The line gets a bit stronger as we head into the evening, and it really gets its act together between 9 p.m. and midnight as it races toward the I-45 corridor. This is 11 p.m. on Friday. The consensus is that the storms will impact Houston sometime between 10 p.m. Friday and 2 a.m. Saturday, and they will be moving quickly. So once the leading edge of the line hits, that's when the strongest winds will hit you and the potential for an isolated tornado. But it's only going to last for a few minutes, that burst of winds, and then the rain will clear out within 30 minutes to an hour. In fact, by 3 a.m., those storms could be near the Texas-Louisiana border with just some pockets of rain and a few rumbles of thunder lingering behind it. So things are going to clear out pretty quickly to where most of the weekend is sunny and dry. It will be windy behind this cold front that blows in with the storms, and so it'll be breezy and chilly for Saturday, with temperatures only climbing into the middle and upper 50s. So during the day Friday, it's a 60% chance of some showers and a possibility of a thunderstorm, but it's at night when that solid line of thunderstorms rolls through. 100% chance you'll get the line of storms, a lower chance that you'll get some of the severe parts of it, but it will be packing those strong winds all along that line. For the weekend, looking pretty good with the sunshine. Then after the weekend, the wet and stormy weather pattern returns, and not to go unnoticed is now Marathon Sunday is in our forecast, and our first crack at that looks like it might be tranquil with low temperatures around 40 degrees. All eyes, though, for now are on what comes our way tomorrow night. Make sure you have the ABC 13 Houston News app so you can get those weather alerts before the storms hit.
All right, Travis, love it when you use the word tranquil there. It's always some good stuff following. Thank you. All right, we're going to go into that big exclusive interview today. We're talking about Shane Carey. He's the fiance of Austin mother Heidi Broussard. Can't even imagine what this guy's going through. You listen to this entire interview alone.
Yes, so remember, Broussard and her newborn baby were kidnapped, allegedly by her best friend. She was then found dead. So, as you said, Shane Carey's really been through the unimaginable. Now he's talking to ABC News about how he's handling all this. He has been reunited with his baby girl, Margot. And he calls his murdered fiancée, Heidi, the best person you could ever meet. Now, you might remember, Heidi went missing December 12th. Everyone was looking for her for a week. A week later, she was found strangled in the trunk of a car right here in Harris County. And in that same shocking twist, it turned out the car belonged to one of her best friends, this woman, Megan Fieramusca. Carey says that those two women were so close and he never saw any sign that anything was off.
Heidi loved Megan. I mean, like, they had a great relationship. Like, I went over in my head about 1,000 times. Like, I should have been there. I should have noticed something.
I mean, they were so close. You may have heard these details, but Fieramusca was even there when Heidi gave birth to both of her children, even took part in the search for that missing mom. That 33-year-old was arrested December 20th, charged with kidnapping and tampering with evidence. Great to see that Carey has been reunited with Margot. The two of them are now together. But of course, he is still struggling with this question of why and how any of this could have happened.
Just a crazy, crazy case there.
Yep.
All right, on a lighter note, Instagram or Twitter, which one you like best?
I'm actually both, but Instagram,
I like Instagram better, but you're going to want to be on Twitter because of this next story.
Yeah, this Japanese billionaire wants to see if money actually makes you happier.
Who doesn't want to see? Well, Yusaka Maezawa is now planning to give away the equivalent of, get this, $9 million to people who retweeted him. Now, that comes out to about $9,000 per person. Now, this is what he's calling it. He calls it a serious social trial. This is what he wants to do. He wants to see how free money impacts a person's life.
Okay.
4 million Twitter users entered his contest, which ended this week. Darn it, I wish I followed him.
I know, right?
But the drawing is random. Now, here's Elisa with a look at the traffic closures you should know about.
Our construction closures take us over to Kemah and Seabrook. The bridge right there will have lane closures tonight. The northbound lane closure, very important. It starts at 11 p.m. but goes all the way through the Friday morning rush hour. The southbound lane closure, that will only be in the overnight hours, reopening at 5 a.m. Then in the Galleria area, beware the ramp closures going on northbound and southbound on 59 to the West Loop southbound in the overnight hours, reopening 5 a.m. on Friday morning.
I'm still going to go follow him just in case he decides to do it again.
That's a good idea. I was just going to ask if you would start paying to be retweeted.
Right.
Maybe not. All right, that's going to do it for us. Thanks for getting caught up with us on the evening news.
Be sure to join us tonight on the news at 10 o'clock right here on ABC 13. Good night.